What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, as always, hit the subscribe button. Trying to go as fast as possible. Today is gonna be the first video of FIFA 20 on my channel. Hopefully the first of many more. I do love FIFA. I'm not very good at it, but I do love to play it, and I do enjoy the trading aspect of it all. Hopefully that can kind of come into play, so whether or not you hit the subscribe button, hopefully that can come into play whether or not you hit the like button as well. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how to invest. As we know, FIFA 17, FIFA 18, and FIFA 19 were all very much investment based games. Sniping kind of fell off because of the fact that you had SBCs and stuff like that, so investing became the priority of how to make coins. It's going to be that same way in FIFA 20. Investing is going to be the number one way to make coins. I'm not a very good investor myself, but I can see the obvious. I'm not like Nick from Run the Foot Market, but I can see the obvious things when they are in play. An obvious way of making coins fairly early on in the game is going to be the player of the month. Now, this coming up month, FIFA 17 or FIFA 20, sorry. FIFA 20 does come out on the 27th of September. Last year, the player of the month came out on the 28th of September. The game came out on the 21st. So what we could see is we could begin to see the August player of the month come out around the 30th, or maybe even a little later than that, but I can't see them doing that. Might be a little bit later, around the 5th or 6th of October. We don't know. Could be anywhere in time in that range. It's really all up to predictions at this point. But either way, what we do know is we're going to get one. Now, right now, we have Aguero, who so far in the month of August has played 4 games, 6 goals, and 1 assist in the last month. 4 games, 5 goals, and 1 assist for Pukki last month. De Bruyne was 4 games, 1 goals, 5 assists from last month. And then Sterling was 4 games, 5 goals, and 0 assists from last month. Everyone below here, there's little to none slim chance of him getting one. Maybe Salah, 4 games, 3 goals, 2 assists last month, but you won't see anybody else down here even come close. None of these guys really even performed. I really wish Aubameyang had, but nobody else here had performed. So really we're just looking at these 4, with maybe Salah being thrown in the mix. I don't see Pukki getting one, mainly because of the EA. I think EA wants to push for players who are going to, I guess, sell coins, sell packs. People are going to want to flood the market in order to get these cards, and just nobody's going to really shoot for an 84 rated Pukki. Just that's the way it is. No, he doesn't have a very good nationality. He plays for Norwich. Doesn't have great stats. Even next season, even in FIFA 20 right now, this is a FIFA 19 card, but even FIFA 20, his card at the most, his regular gold card might be a 78, 79 rated card at the very most. So either way, I don't really foresee him being much higher than maybe 84 rated if he gets the card. But Aguero, De Bruyne, and Sterling are the big boys. These are the ones we're looking at. And luckily for us, they all play for the same club and are in, obviously similar in the same rating and whatnot, with the exception of Sterling being an 85. So they all play in the same club. Very interesting and going to be very helpful. Now, if we go over to Futbin, last year, Lucas Mora was the August player of the month. He was the one that was released as the first player of the month in the FIFA 20. His estimated price on PlayStation was $34,600. Xbox One was $34,500, and PC was $37,800. His card was a fairly average card. It wasn't anything special, but it was a good first player for us to get because of the fact his price wasn't very high. But even 34,000 coins was hard for some players to come by in the first week of the game. Now, if you use the web app properly, which I'm going to make a video later on about how to use that in the best way possible, you should have enough coins to have completed Lucas Mora. These are the 4 SBCs that we were required to do in order to get this card. You have a Premier League SBC. The pack details was a player tools. I don't know what pack that was anyway. Tottenham Hotspurs, Brazil, and then you have the Player of the Month SBC as well. If you go to the Premier League Player of the Month and we look at not the pack details, we look at the completed challenges that people do on Futbin, and we go to the cheapest one currently, which was probably not the cheapest one back then. It only required 11 players from the Premier League, 3 nationalities, 3 rare players, 80 rating, and then 90 chemistry. Very easy squad to complete, honestly, for what the price and what the player you were getting. At the time, an 86 rated right mid or left mid, whichever card he was, right mid, Brazilian from the Prem, was a very good card. Now, if we look at the prices of what happened whenever this card released, Lucas Mora, who was the player that was getting the card, obviously, on the first day of FIFA, was 8,000 coins on PlayStation. Obviously, his Xbox prices were a little bit skyrocketed due to other reasons, maybe packs or something of that nature, but 8,000 coins on the first day of FIFA. Now, by the time it was released on the 27th, his card has shot up to 19,000 coins. I don't foresee you being able to buy Kevin De Bruyne or any of these other cards for that amount of money. I don't foresee you being able to buy any of these cards, and if you were allowed to, I would not say put him in the SBC at all. But those cards will probably drop down in price because of people completing the SBC. That's just the fact. I'm just showing Lucas because of how much his price rose. There's obviously other players as well that rose in price. If we go to Aurier from Tottenham, keep in mind that Tottenham was one of the SBCs. On the first day FIFA, he was 23,000 coins. By the 27th, he had rose to around 4,300 coins. So he rose up 2,000 coins. If you had bought, you know, obviously 6 or 7 of these cards at 2,300, you would have made around 15,000 coins profit. You could fill your transfer list and probably flip them as well. Players like Danilo, who was of the same nationality, played in the same league, they didn't go up as much as I thought they would as well either. So you're looking at 1,800 coins, 27th comes around, they went up to 2,800 coins. So doubled, or not doubled, but increased by 1,000 coins is really what it came down to. And that's what I think you're going to see throughout the first maybe 1 to 2 player of the month cards, is you're not going to see a super high rise in the players, because I don't think they're going to require, you know, some, obviously for a player like Aguero or Kevin De Bruyne or Sterling, they're going to require the 86 rated squads, the 87 rated squads, but they're not going to need a 90 rated squad. You're not going to need like 4 or 5 86 or 87 rated squads. You're probably at the most going to need an 86. For Aguero, I would say you're going to need like probably an 87 and an 80, maybe 2 87 squads in reality. And you're going to need probably 2 or 3 other SBCs that are one of Man City at an 82 to 84 rating, one at the Premier League at probably an 80 rating, and you're gonna have another one that's just gonna be some random maybe Argentina squad that's 77 or 78 rating. So at the end of the day, his card will probably cost you around 350,000 coins to 450,000 coins is where I would put that range for Aguero. We're lucky enough, because the 3 top contenders do play for the same club, you can invest in some of the golds. Claudio Bravo, I don't see him going up in rating, but you could definitely make a couple coins off of just buying maybe 10, 8 or 9 of these cards, because people are going to need them. Same thing with Danilo, same thing with Fabian Delph. I don't see any of these guys going up in rating, but what you're going to look for is the higher rated ones that are either going to be the high rated guys that are going to drop down, or the low rated guys that are going to go up. John Stones, prime example, had a good season, got himself one of the player team, or one of the SBC team of the season cards. He had a pretty decent season in my opinion. He could go up to an 83 rated player. He would be a good investment. You'll probably see him around 4,000 coins, 3,000 coins. If you can get him at the first day of FIFA, which is what we're shooting for, is not to get them the day before the SBC. We're shooting to get them the first day of FIFA to the first 2 days of FIFA in investments. You will see him shoot up in price considerably because of the fact that he's going to be a usable card, especially if the card is Sterling. Ike Gundogan, he's going to drop to probably an 82 rated or an 83 rated player. I don't see him staying at 84. I think he started the year at 85 and he ended up getting a downgrade. Did he? I don't remember. I felt like he started at 85. Maybe I'm wrong. He will probably go down to an 82 because he did spend a large majority part of the season injured. I don't know if he's going to come back. I don't know if he's back yet or if he's coming back. Either way, I think he's still injured. You will see him go down to an 82. Kyle Walker probably go to an 85. Mahrez will probably stay where he's at. Company's out of the league altogether. I think he now is he a player coach or is he retired? I can't remember if he's a player coach over in Belgium or if he's retired and he's helping with their program over there, but I don't really remember. Raheem Sterling obviously is going to stay the same. All these guys are pretty much going to stay where they are. Some of them might drop, some of them might go up, but overall you're not going to want to put any of these guys in any SBCs. So your big players are going to be Claudio Bravo, Danilo, Delph, Mendy, John Stones, and maybe Emerick, Laporte, and Gabriel Jesus, and then Gundogan as well. Now, I don't have a registered roster to see all the players I guess Man City brought in. I know they brought in Cancelo. I know they brought in... Who did they all bring in? We can look that up right quick as we're just sitting here. Manchester... Can't see my singing thing. Manchester City transfers. We can see the players they kind of brought in. Transfer market. And these are going to be a list of all... And this is a very helpful tool if you're looking for players that are... kind of that just came in, so like if you're looking for one to watch players for you to make a prediction, you can go through kind of the Premier League and see who they brought in. So they brought in Rodri as well. They brought in João Cancelo, Angelino as a left back from Eindhoven, Pedro Porro, xacceptiion, Machinho, and all the rest of these guys are just end of loan players. And they got Scott Carson from Derby. Oh god, poor guy. I forget how. Just look at him. He just looks like he's disappointed. Like he just looks like he doesn't want to be here. 2.28 market value though, good for him. And you got a bunch of players that are back from loan that probably most of them will get loaned right back out, but none of these guys that are on loan looks like they're going to be really in the gold range. Rodri, I don't remember what his rating was. If we go to right here and we look up Rodri, Is it Rodri with an I? I think it's Rodri with an I, right? Where'd he come from? He's from Atletico, so we're looking for Rodri. Is that how you spell his name? Yeah, Rodri. Is it Rodrigo? No, that's not Rodrigo. From Atletico? Huh, I don't see him. Oh, there's multiple pages, so maybe he's on the next one. Surely he wasn't that low. Oh, Rodrigo, right here. Okay. He was an 82 rated, so he obviously had a good enough season for him to go up to the next one. I don't know how good of a season he had. I really don't pay attention to cards. He did get a team of the season center mid card, so maybe he's a good shout. Maybe if you look at him, decent. I mean, nationality is really going to be helpful for links, but it's not going to be helpful for much of anything else. You could see him go to an 84, probably based on the fact that he's got a team of the season, 83, 84. So he might be a good look as well. If you can get him for around 2,500, 3,000 coins to start out the game, you could see him go up to 6 or 5. These are going to be big SBCs. These guys are going to be huge. Aguero, De Bruyne, and so they're going to be really big at the start of the game because everybody's going to want to have these cards and nobody's going to be able to afford them. But the thing is, the price of them is still going to be expensive based on the fact that there's going to be people who will be able to afford them. EA is going to make it to where, you know, you think you may be able to get them or something like that. They're going to do something to make you believe that you are able to complete these SBCs. That is the way it's going to work. They're going to make some people have really good rewards or really good pack luck, and they're going to basically cause people to flood the market with investments like that. So you want to be on it as fast as possible. From other ones, João Cancelo, he's not going to, I mean, he's going to go up to, good Lord knows what. I don't know how good of a card he had at the end of it. I think he was ranked as one of the best, I think he was ranked as the best fullback in the world or the best right back in the world. I think is what they put him at. From just like my opinion, I think he is. From watching some of Juve's games last season, I think he's an incredible fullback. Probably is. He went to an 83. You'll see him at like an 85, probably, or 86 or higher. Angelino, I don't know who Angelino is. I know he plays for Eindhoven or whatever it is. Angelino, right there. So you say 87 or 77, probably goes up to an 81. Another good card to look at would be him. He probably does go up to an 80 to an 81 rated card. Any player that comes from outside of the Prem to the Prem almost consistently and always gets an upgrade because, in my opinion, of the way that FIFA works. Because they have a contract with the Premier League, I believe that almost always they go up in price. Porro, I believe, is another player that also got team of the season, didn't he? No, Pedro Porro did not. I feel like I've heard that name before from Girona. Like, it's not, he won't go up to like maybe a silver. He probably will go up to a 66 rated silver. None of the rest of these guys go up to almost anything. Xacceptiion from, good thing this American player going to the, good job Xacceptiion. Good on you, man. Proud of you. He just looks like a guy that's enjoying life. Anyway, but that is my opinion on Aguero, De Bruyne, Sterling, those type of things. If you're going to make investments, I can do a video on both the Bundesliga and the MLS. MLS doesn't really come till later, but the Bundesliga starts around the same time as the Prem, so I will do a video on those if you guys want me to. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys did enjoy. Hit the like button, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next video.